You know when you're ready, son. Yo, it's your boy Lox Verzus here for the Bread and Butter Show, Season 2, Episode 2.
What's good?
Welcome, my man to the right.
It's your boy Reggie.
Reggie, how you doing, brother?
Chilling, man. Man.
How was your week?
Chilling, bro. You know, it's another Monday, work and all that.
Yeah, we are recording on the Monday. I think that's what's gonna happen. We're just gonna record on like certain days. Probably drop every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
maybe every week. I mean, but we're gonna get the content out. It's coming. You guys are gonna get more episodes.
We're just pushing it out.
And we're gonna have guests. We got guests via Skype if we have to, but we're gonna have guests. So they're coming. Yeah, man, I got a lot of good feedback on episode
Last
1.
episode, yeah.
What you think?
I mean, it's the first time back, you know, like for me and for you, because it's like I was doing my joint with my boy Yaki.
Okay.
And the 2 Step Forward podcast, and then we stopped in last year during COVID. Okay. So we was out. How long you been out?
Bro, yeah, perfect. I don't know, man. Like I started recording. Shout out to Four Corner Studios. I was recording them, but I was doing audio only. Yeah. They posted like certain episodes of mine, but it was like pieces of them. Okay. But like, it's like COVID. When I came back from COVID, I did maybe 1 or 2.
True. Yeah. So we both, but now we both just kind of getting back in the groove of it. I think.
Yeah, and I interviewed Jay Royale. Shout out to Jay Royale. Shout out to City of Baltimore. I think he's one of the best.
You put me on, actually.
What you think of him?
Nah, I fuck with him. I can't say I checked the whole project, but what I heard, I fucked with.
Yeah, the Baltimore Housing Project is beautiful, but shout out to Jay Royale. Did an episode with him. I'm going to try to get him to do an episode with us. True. Because his knowledge of rap and what he's done shit with Conway. He's done shit with Benny. Yeah. And I think he gonna blow up, man. He's definitely got a good following. He's definitely got a good following, and his skills and he got 2 albums and they're beautiful, man. The Ivory Stoop, fire. One of the best hip hop albums to me of that year. I believe 2018, 2019. Yeah. I could be wrong.
When's the last song he dropped?
The Baltimore Housing Project. Okay. I'm gonna send it to you. Yeah. You do Apple too, right?
Yeah, I do Apple Music. Okay, I'm on Apple Music.
It's either Apple or Spotify, True. And then you get the few people that got the title.
Yeah,
you get the few titles, and then you get.
I should be on titles because I love Hope so much, but it's just like
but then you get the
$20 is a little much.
You get the random people that got the Amazon Music. It's like
my brother. He considers himself an audiophile. He was on Amazon Music because Amazon Music supposedly had like lossless. Okay. So some people might be on Amazon Music and Tidal for the same reason. Because my brother, he was happy when because now Apple Music said they're doing lossless, so he fucking with that now. But some people, they just be about their shit, and it's like I can't hate, but for me, it's like I'm going with my little $10 on the Apple Music.
Yeah, I do little family plans, so I got my sister, my brother-in-law, and my cousins on there. But I'm about to cancel all of them, dog.
Why? Oh, you talking about their shit?
Yeah, because it's Apple Music Family, bro. It's $14.99. Yeah. Fucking pay the one person and get the $9.99. I put an extra $5.
I fuck with the Apple Music just because it was easy for me to just take my collection that I already had on my laptop. Also, like, put it on my phone, you know? So
what do you think of, like, streaming music?
I'm still, like, I'm definitely more on board now than I was 2-3 years ago, or even 4 years ago, because that's just what it is now. Because, like, I used to be I still, like, for a record that dropped, I'm still going to want to buy it, you know?
If it's good.
Like, if it's a great record, I have to have a physical copy. Like, Pray for Haiti, I need to have physical copy. Okay. Like, when Kendrick drop next time, I'm gonna buy the CD, whatever I have to. You know what I mean? But like
to support.
But for most other shit, it's just like I'm just gonna stick with the stream. It just makes it easier. Yeah. You know what I mean? But habits are hard to break, man. Because I've been collecting since I was like 8.
Since you was a kid.
Since I was a kid, bro. Like every birthday, everything. It's like here's a CD, and it's just like you go to my room right now. It's a rack of CDs.
Did you ever collect cassettes?
Nah, I can't do the cassettes. Only cassette I had was I had a J Dilla Rough Draft. Oh, but that's like little things like that. But for me, it's like
because you a fan.
The cassette is tight on like a collecting type, but it's just it don't sound good. I mean, it don't sound as good as an MP3 or a CD or a vinyl.
I think it depends on the project. I think like pre-99 albums, to me that you put in Ready to Die on cassette.
Yeah, I mean it's a different feeling. Like, absolutely. No, I get that. Like,
but I get it. Yeah. The sound quality.
Yeah, like for me it's just like the CD or MP3 or a vinyl makes more sense, you know? But the cassette, like my boy Green, from Red Gold Green. He's putting out cassettes because for him it's like it's an art thing, you know. Okay. It's like it's a collectible thing, and he's talking about he just sent me this shit today. I'm gonna send it to you when we're done with this. He's trying to put out a tape like as a single, and it's just like have one song on one side and another one on the other joint. It's like, but that's just like a collector's item type situation. Yeah. You know what I mean? So,
well, I collect tapes too.
Yeah, no, I know. I seen your drawer. Like,
I got a lot of cassettes, and I love it. I just that nostalgia.
I mean, nostalgia.
Before CDs, that's what I bought with my personal money. I was buying at 6, 7. I was a 6, 7-year-old buying tapes.
But see, that's what I was about to say. Like for me, like I had tapes.
But that shows my age.
But I never bought tape. Like for me, the tapes I had were tapes that we recorded.
You
like,
made off the radio.
Exactly. You know what I mean? I never went to the store and bought a cassette tape. I just never did that. You know what I mean? Like of like an album that was out already.
And,
you know?
And I think that's a generation gap. Too,
absolutely.
Bro. Like
absolutely.
Like how old did the people stop buying CDs? Like people that are like in their 18, 19, you think they bought CDs, bro? No, right?
What are you talking about?
Like what age? Like
see, I haven't bought
CDs in like
people stopped buying CDs when
04, 05, 06.
I'd say when iPods started taking off. Yeah, that's when CD sales started going down.
So people that are like they're teenagers, like 15, 16,
oh yeah,
17,
no,
they never bought CDs.
They never bought CDs. Bro.
Makes sense.
All they know is Corey probably never bought a CD. Did you buy a CD?
Yeah.
Sure. I got you. Yeah, nah, I get that.
And that's another thing too. If you was raised by people that was into music, then you definitely. I mean, Corey do got vinyls, dog.
Okay, true. Okay, nah, I ain't hate on his style. I'm just saying.
You know what it is too.
Corey younger.
But the whole vinyl thing, the whole vinyl wave, it changed music too.
Vinyl came back. Vinyl sells more than CDs now. I think. Yeah,
CDs don't sell.
Yeah, because vinyl is collect. It's the same thing I said with the.
Well, they don't even make CDs anymore. They just make vinyls because that's
what people buy.
Yeah, that's and I think that's so dope for artists. That's why artists needs to put out records. We're gonna go back into record talk. We're gonna come back to this.
No, you got it.
Kicks. What kicks do you wear this week? What you put on your feet?
I've been on a New Balance kick lately, bro. So,
have you?
Yeah, bro. So like right now I'm rocking gray 992s. And I just been on a New Balance kick, but I've been rocking my 3s too. My what's it called? Black Cement 3s. Yeah. I brought out the Royals too last week. But working with the kids, like being at work, it's like I try not to wear like my nice shit. So it's like I have like an old pair of the last Tekashi Dunks that came out.
It was a gold box?
Yeah, it was the last ones. I don't even know what box that was, bro, because I got rid of the box. But it's the latest joint that came out.
Black and silver check.
No, the other one. It's another one that came out. When it came out, nobody gave a shit, but you go on StockX now, it's probably for like $300-$400.
What is it, a high or low?
It's a low, bro. It's a low, but it's like it's very, yeah. I don't think the swoosh is not as gold as the original Tekashi.
Oh, so it was yeah. So it was the remake of the first one.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's
that's one of my favorite pairs of SBs.
At least padded.
Yeah,
Nike SB dunk.
That's one of my favorite SBs, bro.
To me, Tekashi's is just a simple dunk. It's a black.
That's what I love, though.
Yeah, I love it too.
You know, that's what I love.
But ain't nothing like the original 1.0s, bro.
Yeah,
like that.
Did you fuck with those FTCs that came out?
FTCs.
It's the white dunk. It's a skate shop.
Why am I lost? That's to tell you that like SBs, bro. Like I don't even follow it because I'm. Oh yeah. They're about to do the Para. They're gonna.
Those are coming out too.
That's part of the same pack, right?
Is it? I don't even know, bro. I don't think so.
Man, it's just so much. Like, first of all, you know what's killing us from getting SBs? Like, we don't really have a SB shop.
You gotta go to DC. You gotta go
to Crushed.
You know,
they're all raffles.
All raffles, exactly.
It ain't like back in the day where everything was first come, first serve.
You could just go there. I lined up before Crush was doing the raffles. We lined up there for the P rods, the last P rods that came out. Not the P rods, the Mexican, the boxing joint.
You lined up for those? Oh
yeah, you did. I lined up for those. They only had 6 pairs, bro.
Damn, did you get it?
Nah, bro. I would have flipped them anyways.
Yeah, but I hit on Premiere on those and.
Yeah, nah, it's not.
Held on to them joints for like maybe 4 days and got rid of them.
But I realized I don't really like highs like that. I realized only highs I really fuck with are ones.
Nah, I like high dunks. It just depends on the dunk. They're like highs.
Yeah, I mean, no, they look great. I just don't know that I would rock them though. That's the thing.
You know what it is with Nike SB Dunk highs?
Yeah,
they're super. What's the word? They're super they're fat.
Yeah,
it's like they're like almost like a Jordan 1, but they're fat. It's weird to explain. You don't like the way they look on your feet.
Yeah,
right?
no, it's just I don't hate it, but it's just like for me, like a lot of highs I've had, I just end up getting rid of because I'm like I had the O's keys, the ones that had the shark on the side. And I think design wise, those are dope as shit. But I got rid of them because I don't wear these. You know what I mean? I think it's a great shoe. No, it's a great shoe. Like don't. But it's just like
it's another overlooked.
I agree because even now I don't even think the price is that crazy for them.
That's a nice dunk.
No, it's a great dunk.
And the material on it was beautiful.
Yeah, it was really beautiful. But for me, it's like those are shoes where it's like I can appreciate it, but I ain't gonna rock it. You know what I mean? But like, if I can get my hand on some Dooms again, I keep them. So it's like I think the Dooms are my biggest shoe I regret, dog.
To find a Doom in an okay condition, you're at least over a G.
Yeah. Easy. I saw. You know what brought this? Fucking Kylie Jenner wore them, and then they joked like they were on StockX for like $500-600. But she wore them. They went for like $1,200.
I honestly think even if she hadn't worn,
I
think they still would have
eventually. But I'm telling you,
died because
after his death,
Zev Love died,
absolutely.
Zev Love X.
But it's like
what was the original name?
Zev Love X. But that brings me to this question. I talked to you about this on the text where it's like there's that one video that I put on Twitter where the shoe, he talked about shoes crumbling, and I'm surprised that people didn't know that weren't aware that 4s and 3s they crumble if you don't wear them. You know, But you brought up that Dunks and Jordans don't do that, but I still feel like an old Jordan or old Dunk, it's still gonna come off though.
I'm gonna explain it. So like when they make a shoe like this right here, you see how it's soft, right?
That shit gonna crumble
after a while, Give it 15 years. 15 years. You have to wear it because what it does is you break it in.
Right.
You mold it.
Right. Absolutely.
When it stays dead stock, it's soft.
Yeah.
So it's in the box.
Right.
And then after a few years, the air it oxidizes. Yeah. That's why you see people running their thumbs through and it's like almost like
that
cake.
Shit's just like cake. Yeah.
It's like cake. Yeah. It just crumbles.
Yeah.
But with like a dunk, which I don't even have here, is almost like this. You see the front of this shoe is like rubber.
But I feel like the dunk can still come off though, right?
So what will happen on a dunk is, and it happens to a lot of older pairs, it's you see this right here, it's sewn on but it's glued on.
Yeah.
So all you're gonna need is to like glue the shoe back on.
The maintenance will be a lot easier.
The rubber sole never goes back.
It's not gonna go back.
So that's why you see people wearing Air Forces from like 84.
And it's still going.
You see, like I got
even Jordan 1 still go.
I mean, I got a pair of Air Force 1s at the crib from 96.
Damn.
And them shits is still wearable, dog.
Damn.
They're still wearable. Yeah. And I'll bring them next time. I'll put them up here.
But
I mean,
I said this just to say that like I don't think I'd buy a pair of Dooms dead stock, even if I could afford it. I just don't want to take that risk.
Yeah, you gotta get it used, bro.
Yeah, it's just like
just gotta find a good condition one. But remember, you're gonna drop over a G.
Oh yeah, no.
Unless somebody blesses you, you come through.
Unless I win the lottery tomorrow, I ain't spending a G on a shoe anytime soon. Nah. Have you ever spent a G on a shoe?
Nah.
I think what's the most you ever spent on a shoe?
I can't think, bro. Yeah. I don't like paying over retail. I mean, I have.
I think back in the day, I think the most I did was like $450 for some Takashis. This was like back in the day, though.
Damn, probably like 4 or 5. But see, I can't even think.
But the thing I hated back then because I didn't have that money like that back then, so it's like I never wore them because it was like I paid $450 for this. I don't want to rock this.
You know what I just sold today? I woke up this morning with the GOAT email. My New Balances, the DC ones. The
you
DCLR,
sold them,
bro?
How much you selling for?
Take a guess.
I mean, I wouldn't guess no more than 3.
Way more.
Really? They went up like that?
Like triple that. In the 13?
The New Balance DC. Wait, not the ones that just came out.
Yeah, the ones that just came out.
The 992s?
Go see how much they are in the size 13s, huh?
You're lying, dog.
Yeah. I'll show you. 7.
What?
I'll show it to you.
That's crazy. Because I pay resale for them.
Yeah, but remember the 13 and the 14 were like the hard size. That's the money size now. You motherfucking resellers. All right, switching it up, man. So
that's crazy. Yeah, I pay like barely over retail for my pair.
Yeah.
And like a 9.5, and I thought the 9.5 was the crazy prices.
They're probably like at 3-4.
Yeah,
they're like at 3-4. Real quick. Oh, what I wore this week? I wore my Unions. I posted them on Instagram.
You like those?
I actually do, son.
Yeah. See, these grow on me a lot.
Yeah.
These grow on me a lot.
These are gonna grow, son. Watch.
I don't think I can pull these off. I don't like.
Watch.
I don't know.
I could pull it off. Yeah. I did pull it off.
I know you can pull it off.
Yeah.
For me, it's just like I wear so many.
So clean, bro.
I wear too many neutral tones where it's like
Bro, this joint right here,
this grew on me a lot, dog. Man. Like, I didn't like those when I came out.
But what I see is the people wearing them with, like this, though.
I don't think people know that you should do that. I don't think people are hip.
Like, maybe I literally took an X-Acto knife and just took out each thread. And
I feel like you're supposed to.
And then I cut this. You see how, like, I honestly, I could go back and... Yeah. I don't have time. I cut the wings. I wanted to make...
You're supposed to do that, though. Yeah, make it look like an actual 4.
Yeah, people.
You know? But I feel like people who are doing that is because they're scared it's gonna lose value or it's gonna do some shit. Like, that's the thing, yo. Like,
because what they're gonna do is they're gonna sit on Instagram, post a little them wearing it, and then it's gonna go on fucking.
We gonna sell it. We talk about the fitted hype right now. Fitteds are coming back hype or whatever, and I'll be seeing people online where it's like they take the stickers off, and people in the comments be like, "Why you take the stickers off? It makes it lose value." And I'm like, fam,
people really saying that?
People saying that, bro. I have no issue with you keeping your stickers on your fitted.
Look, I love my supporters. I love you guys. But god damn, dude, like this fitted wave, this right here. Turn your head, son. This wave right here.
I fuck with the patches,
99% of y'all weren't wearing fitteds. And I'll tell you why.
See, that is the thing.
I was fat. I've been fat my whole life, and I've had a big ass fucking head. So I could never wear snapbacks.
What's your size? You 8?
Now?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the fitted size.
Now?
Yeah.
I'm a 7 5/8.
Okay, so that's my size. It used to be like an 8.
I was an 8, dog. Bro, no braids. Down. No braids, dog. Damn. I used to wear 8 in fitteds.
Damn. That's a big ass. So when you lost weight, your head went...
my head, dog. I lost the hot dogs in the back of my head, son. Like... But yeah. See, I fuck with that. I swear, dude, 98% of you fitted fans did not wear fitteds before quarantine. I promise. I know this.
They were not.
It's so whack to me.
I don't mind the patches.
Look, and it shouldn't bother me, but I think it's just the old man in me.
It's the old man.
It's the Clint Eastwood in me.
It's the gatekeeper in you, bro. You don't want nobody coming over your shit.
It ain't the gatekeeper shit. It's like, my thing is like this. It's like, so many people, so many sneaker cats that collect cards now.
Yeah.
So many. This is like all shit that y'all picked up during quarantine. Yeah. This shit is wild. Like,
the card shit
y'all might have not gotten sick, but y'all over here doing some sick shit. Nah.
Even with fitteds, I could get whatever the hell I wanted on fitteds, but now like on Hat Club,
you can't get
even
shit,
dog. Like any of them, like you go on Sports World, whatever.
It sells out instantly.
They sell out like that. They're making Discords for fitteds now, and it's like, and they be trying
because it was like dudes like T Mark and dudes that had mad followers that pushed that wave, and I get it.
Yeah,
and people were at home. Some people were making more money at home because they were getting their little checks.
Yeah,
and what were they doing? Buying caps and some cats, and I could tell you the difference between. I know when somebody just started wearing hats. You got the fucking sticker on your shit. You got the fruity color undertones right here. That shit is so whack to me. See, and the pins, the little pins.
Yeah, the pins I don't get. The pins are like, I be
Hat Club pins in the fucking trash.
I be selling all them pins, but people love them.
Bro, I got them shits in. I throw them in the trash.
Yeah.
If y'all want them, let me know. I'll give them to you.
I be selling them, dog. I be selling them on eBay, bro. I be selling pins that I get
for
free
real?
For like $25.
People buy them?
People buy them, dog. Like all the not the regular Hat Club exclusive pins, but they be having like the J-Tips hats came with some pins, and they have like...
You got a J-Tips hat?
I fuck with the J-Tips hats.
I like them, but I don't...
See, I don't mind. Like, for me, like, with the underbrim, I'll do a pink, I'll do a blue. I won't do anything past that.
This is what I do. I look at the color of the hat.
Yeah.
Sometimes I look for the patch.
Yeah.
But I just I love black and white hats. I'm starting to realize that that's why I always wear that black and white LA hat, and I wear that black and white Sox hat.
Yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of a White Sox hat.
I might have I have a green hat. Oh, it's the LA Dodgers joint. I wear them once.
Green is a beautiful color.
Yeah, it just depends. I always remember when I start my outfits. Where do you start when you wear an outfit?
So lately, man, it's been my hat, bro.
I start from the feet up. I always go bottom up.
Yeah, for me, but I try to coordinate the two, somehow. You know what I mean? So. Yeah. But I think it's one or the other. So it might be. I might decide what hat I wear off the shoes or vice versa. You know what I mean? Like. So if I want to wear this hat, I'd be like, I want to wear like this. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So you got shoes to go with.
Yeah, absolutely. You got shoes to go with. This is a cold hat, bro. This is a cold ass patch, bro.
Bro, that's a fire hat. That's a fire hat.
Like the green with the purple. That shit hot as hell, dog. But
you can pull it off with this. Honestly,
you think so?
Yeah, you can pull it off. Yeah. You can do it. Real quick, shout out to Pressy Customs. Thank you so much on the Bread and Butter Champion hoodies.
It's just nice.
They are coming. So I'm going to start with the pre-orders soon. So if you want one, hit me on my DMs.
Is this a one-on-one right here?
Yeah, this might be a one-on-one, son. True. This might be a one-on-one. Yeah. I don't know yet. I might release this later on. Yeah. We'll see how the first run of hoodies do. True. Yeah. This might be a one-on-one for right now. I don't mind people having this. It has a little cassette tape with the bread and butter on it. This is nice. Little champion. But thank you so much, Pressy Customs.
I like the fit on the champion joints.
Yeah. Them Gildan hoodies be.
I don't fuck with Gildan, bro. Son, every time I see Gildan, it just reminds me of like my work uniform. It's Walmart. That's what my work uniform, like my when I used to work at the YMCA.
Yeah, we good.
Gildan. You know what I mean? Like I fuck with Crush K Top heavy, but like with all their store T-shirts, putting on Gildan. I'm like, bro, get AAA, dog.
That's what Kanye does. Like, all them Yeezy shirts be
on Gildan, and people were spending hundreds on that. Mm-hmm. You're lying. There's no way them joints are on Gildan, dog.
I'll show you later, son. I promise.
There's no fucking way, dog. There's no fucking way. You're lying. Gildan?
Yes, bro. After the camera shuts down, I'm gonna show you, dog. You're about
to be like, called highway robbery, dog. Kanye is robbing y'all. I refuse to believe that.
He look like fucking Akira, son.
I refuse to believe that.
we gonna talk Kanye. We talking Donda because this shit was weird.
We were supposed to. I mean, I'm not to get ahead. We're supposed to talk about the album today, but ain't no album to talk about.
Yes, we'll
talk about it.
We're almost there. We're almost there. Yo, any pickups? Any vinyl pickups? Any sneaker pickups? Are you good?
I picked up still on a New Balance wave. I picked up a pair of 99. What I pick? 990 V5, a great pair, just on some beater shit. Just on some beater shit. You know what I mean? Like, and that's my favorite. My favorite 990 is the V3s.
The V3s are good. To me, I feel like they feel weird for me, man.
See, like but do you like running shoes though? Like
I do.
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen my New Balance? My little New Balance
I know. Yeah,
I got a little sign.
I feel that. I feel a
little sign up the sleeve.
But I can't go crazy with it. For me, like New Balance is like joints, dog. It's like for 700, I'll say the same shit, bro.
Peace. You have them, bro.
For 700,
I love the DMV, but not. Yeah,
I'll say the same shit for $700, bro.
So you got them the.
That's all I got. I mean, I tried for other shit. I tried for the FTCs. I tried for what else? I tried. What else dropped on sneakers this past week? I mean the South Beaches, but it's like that 90-minute raffle makes no sense.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the South Beach release.
You know,
I think they were
because you're just letting more bots hit or more. Like I saw somebody put in 45 entries.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And it's like for me, like the point of the raffle, the shorter time makes a lot more sense. Like making more time, it's even harder for anybody to get it, dog.
I think it was just Nike testing the waters, maybe trying to clear some bots, and honestly, it didn't work.
Because nobody on the
I was lucky to have a beautiful plug to hit for me.
You got him?
Yeah.
See, that's another shot I think is beautiful, but I don't think I'll rock it.
Nah, son, that's the greatest LeBron ever made.
That's the greatest, but that's the thing. I don't think I'm rocking any LeBron. I'm rocking
that joint, son.
That shit is hot, though.
Fuck out of that.
That's the best. I think that's easily the best.
That's the greatest LeBron ever created.
Yeah, I think that's the only LeBron.
That's his like bread one.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's the best LeBron shoe in my opinion.
It is the best LeBron, and then we got other people that would say different. So yeah, the 90-minute. I think they were just trying to twerk. You know what's coming? Yeah. Them Travis's is coming. So and it's probably gonna be a 90-minute raffle.
What do you think about those? I think those are ugly.
I think the brown pairs are nicer.
Like the original pair. Like the original one. Yeah, absolutely.
The first high.
But it's gonna be crazy just because it says Fragment on it.
Oh Fragment, man, it's gonna go for so much. It's gonna probably go more than the original.
I think so too. But I don't think
I like the low more than I like the high.
Yeah, but I think the color blocking is just odd though on them.
Yeah,
I don't know if you agree.
Something about them.
It's just weird to me, bro.
I don't have a picture of them, but yeah, they needed to do it a little. Something
about it. It almost looked like a bootleg, But I think you can make a bootleg shoe look because the Union ones are meant to look like a bootleg, but those look great. The execution is amazing. Absolutely, I agree. But for me, like this Travis joint, I don't think it's supposed to look like a bootleg, but it looks like a bootleg. Yeah. You know, that's just me though. If I hit, I'm not keeping.
Yeah. Oh no, make your money. if I hit, we'll see. I'll probably hold on to it for a little bit and then make my money. We'll see. We'll see how the money is. So South Beaches hit. Space Jam 8s came out of nowhere. I hit on those. And I think that's it. Oh. And I found a vinyl, a very special vinyl. We're going to go through it real quick. Local record store, walked in on my lunch break. Was not expecting to find this on the fucking shelf. And I found
This is a classic.
It's the best. Is it a classic?
I think it's a classic.
Is this the greatest Griselda album ever created?
Absolutely.
Yeah. This is the greatest. This might be one of the greatest underground rap albums of all time.
For me, the last 10 years, like top 3 underground hip hop albums, this and Markberg. Like this is up there with Markberg in my opinion.
It's they changed that underground.
Yep.
That Markberg and this changed the underground. I think changed underground hip hop.
I agree. Markberg was the catalyst. This was the second coming right there.
Yeah.
This was what, 2015,
yeah,
2016?
Consider Markberg like Rakim, and this is like Illmatic.
Yeah.
Kind of like,
and I mean, not to say that Rock is Rakim, but what you're saying as far as
Markberg's a classic.
I agree 100%, dog.
That's his best project too ever. Son.
I don't think he's touched it. I think the closest he got is Reloaded.
Reloaded, yeah.
But everything, I love Rock.
I love Rock too, but everything after that it's never been the same.
It's inconsistent, but he has joints on every single album. But Markberg to me is without. But this shit right here is like
so
only 250 made.
So only 250 made.
Did they make color? My bad, yo. Did they make colors for this joint?
No, it was only a black vinyl.
Yeah.
And they did 20 OBIs. So there's only 20 OBIs in the world. And let's not count the copies that Wes had. So you're looking at 250. Wes probably had like 40 of them.
Yeah.
So you're looking at like 250, 200.
You're in a small
Anyways, I don't know how this motherfucker ended up in Northern Virginia record store.
Yeah, like who put that there?
I don't know, but the price was too good to be true.
Yeah.
So I made some phone calls of people who actually own this. Shout out to my boy Toastmaster Doza and shout out to my boy Killer Tapes, both from LA.
Yeah.
They both live in the LA area. They both I know have this.
Yeah.
And it checked out, bro. It checked out and if you go on eBay, you've seen the bootleg ones.
Yeah.
Even the bootlegs are like at 200.
That's crazy.
That's to tell you that the bootlegs are 200 on eBay.
And
they're white vinyl.
Bootleg, let alone
the bootlegs are white. Yeah. Would you buy a bootleg if you found it right now? Nah, for like $50.
I'm not buying no bootleg.
Bro, if you find a brand new bootleg in a white vinyl,
it's not the same thing.
Okay, I respect it.
It's not the same thing.
If I find a bootleg, I'm getting it because
to me, it's like it's the same thing with like
I'm gonna keep this.
You wouldn't rock a rap, right? For a shoe. To me, it's the same thing.
I'll play it. You know what some people are saying? Some people. I know somebody that has a bootleg and the original. They said that the bootleg sound wise, it sounds.
That's interesting.
Weird.
That's interesting. But for me, it's like,
hey man, but I get
the regular joint don't sound good. It's supposed to not sound.
And this is copy 17 out of 250, bro. Yeah. So this is my pick of the years so far. Like this is.
See, I ain't go to record shop in a minute, bro.
We gotta go digging. We'll go digging. We'll do a little episode in the record shop.
The last joint that I need to get. The next one I need to get is to Pray for Haiti. We talked about it. Comes out next week.
Okay, so pray for Haiti. It might be out by the time this episode comes out.
Yeah, but
hopefully you get your little black vinyl.
I hope our next episode.
Hopefully I have one too.
I picked up Pray for Haiti.
Yeah, and hopefully I picked one up too, and then the cassette. I'm gonna go for a cassette. But you know, dope. You know what they started to do? They started doing like 40 cassettes, 20 cassettes. That's why the cassettes sell out instant too. See, I'm gonna try to get a cassette.
The cassettes are cool.
But I don't know. I might go for the vinyl, and if there's a cassette, I'll go for it later.
I'm more likely to play the vinyl than I am the cassette, and that's kind of where I'm coming from.
Yeah, me too. Me too. But Pray for Haiti is a top 2 album to me this year. That and Tyler is still my top 2 albums to me.
I agree.
Well, we already hear music. What albums have you bumped this week, or where you been at with music?
Bro, today, man, I've been bumping, like, some came out about it being Jeezy, Let's Get It. It came out however many years ago today. Okay. And honestly, bro, it's like, those albums were shit that, like, when I was young, I was, like, hardcore backpacker, and I was like, fuck all this shit. And this shit, when I get older, I can appreciate it a lot more. You know what I mean? And that album got joints on it, but that's today, like, I've been going back to Pray for Haiti a lot. We talked last time we were here about Vince Staples and like when that
did you know that shit came out on vinyl?
The Vince Staples on?
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume anything comes out on vinyl now.
Yeah, supposedly, fuck you, Bruce. Supposedly, my man's like, look what I got on vinyl. All right, thanks for the lookout.
But like, I initially I wasn't fucking with that Vince Staples record, but the more I listened to it, the more it grew on me, and I fuck with it a lot more. It's still not as hard as like his earlier. I've been bumping it a lot.
It's actually a good album, son.
No, it's his best in a minute because before that, Vince was on his wave of doing like this electro shit, and it's just like it's cool, but it just wasn't.
You know what Vince needs to me? What I'm thinking he needs. He needs to do an album like an Alchemist or somebody that's gonna do. And
he would go because Vince can spit.
He killed the shit on fucking Boldy James album.
Did you hear the LA Leakers freestyle that he did?
He killed that shit too.
Like he be going on.
We know he can rap. I just think.
But I don't think he wants to rap on those albums. I think he has. He
wants to do him, right?
But I still think you can still like do these concepts and still rap. Like, cause I always go back to Kendrick, but like Kendrick is a nigga that like he has these concepts, but Kendrick still be barring you up.
He executes too,
you know, and he just be rapping. You know what I mean? And
bars
like,
you up. He does. Man.
Like he bars you up about life. You know, and it's like he'll spit a verse of some real shit and then be the nicest nigga doing it.
And you know what's gonna happen? And now that we're on the Kendrick, it's that album is. I honestly feel we're gonna get a Kendrick album this year.
It better come out this year.
And I think it's gonna come out of fucking nowhere, bro. Like he always.
I mean,
does.
It has to, because like
I think he's gonna give us a day heads up. I think it was gonna be like on a Thursday. He's gonna post.
But that's the thing, though. When you're that type of artist, even Cole, I think Cole. I mean, we both don't like Cole, but Cole is that type of artist that garners that type of attention. And it's like Cole announced like the
Aubrey does it too.
Yeah, obviously. But see, with Drake, he's been. I feel like. He's been pushing the shit back a lot, and I feel like Drake, he's still trying to figure his whole shit out. You see his shoes coming out? Do you see the Loverboy shoes, the Air Force Ones? Did you see them? I mean, I agree, but I feel like like this is a sneaker and rap podcast. It's like for me, it's like it's the laziest shoe. They put little hearts for the stars in the front. Did you see that? And it's like it's just an Air Force One. Are you
wearing a lazy boy, a Loverboy Air Force One?
No. I'm not wearing a regular Air Force One. So
we're gonna do a bet, son. I'm gonna get my. What size are you? I'm gonna try to go.
Dog, I'm not. You pay me to rock them joints.
If I give you a pair, you wouldn't wear them?
It wouldn't be a shoe that I feel like I'm gonna need to pull out and then rock.
Yeah, it's gonna be $140 Air Force One, because that's how much the collab.
But the price is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna go
because it's Drake, and it's just like
and Drake. But remember, we've always said about Drake. This is what I've always said. Drake has so much influence. Nobody has influence like Kanye West. And boom, we are here.
And that's what I was telling my boy.
We are here.
I know we're gonna talk about what we're gonna talk about.
We were supposed to talk about Donda. Donda is not out.
Donda is not out, and that's the second time. No, for me, that's like he's been doing it since The Life of Pablo.
Yeah,
where it was like, it's gonna come out, and then it don't come out, and
they're saying August 8th now.
I heard August 6th, but either way, it's
it's coming.
But like, have you like how'd you feel? Like for me, I don't like Kanye's. Kanye hasn't made a great album to me since
This is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
I mean,
I love that album.
Life of Pablo wasn't great, but
Life of Pablo grew on me.
Yeah, Life of Pablo is one of those albums. You remember how I talked to you about? And Life of Pablo is not All Eyes on Me, but remember I told you All Eyes on Me, you can skim down and put the best joints in this classic. Mm-hmm. I think of Life of Pablo, if you take out some of the fat,
the weird ones.
I don't mind weird, but there's some shit that you could cut off and then you put it into like a concise 12, 13 song project.
Would have been good.
And it's amazing.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. But for me, like I didn't like.
I love the beginning of Life, and then it gets like weird. Yeah. And then it ends really good. Yeah. Right? Cut the middle off.
I agree. Boom. I agree.
Because the shit with him and Madlib.
Yeah, fire. That's a great joint. That's a great joint. Like Kendrick killed that joint.
I like the joint he did over the Jay-Z beat at the end. The one he added at the end.
Is it when he like redid the album?
Where I'm from? He's over the Where I'm From joint.
Yeah.
That shit was fire.
But for me, like he hasn't. But after that, like I didn't like the Ye album.
Ye grew on me. I like Ye.
I just can't do it.
You can't do it. Ye grew on me. I think for me, I like even Yeezus. When Yeezus came out, I was not a fan of it, and it grew on me.
I love Yeezus.
When was the last time you heard Yeezus?
Probably sometime last year.
Yo, go listen to it now, son. It's
aged a lot better.
It's like 2021 music.
That's the thing with Kanye, though. That's the thing with Kanye. When 808s and Heartbreaks came out, people hated it.
I don't like it.
I love that album. When that album came out,
everybody loves that album.
When that album came out, I was depressed and heartbroken. That album spoke, and like that album was my life. Yeah. You know what I mean? But like nobody else liked it. Now you talk to kids today, and they look at it as a classic.
That's like an Illmatic to a lot of people.
Yeah, but you got to realize that album kind of changed the direction of where hip hop went. Where it's like the sound of hip hop, and that's the same thing with Yeezus. Because the same way you said that Yeezus sounds like 2021 music, Kanye's ahead of his time on shit like that.
And you got to realize too, Yeezus was. A lot of it was Travis Scott, and you could hear it.
Was he with Travis even back then?
Yes, Travis wrote a lot of that album.
808s was a lot of Cuddy.
Yeah. Listen to Yeezus.
Yeah.
It's Travis.
Yeah, I never thought about it, but that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so go back and listen to it. The other day, I was like, "Oh, this shit is fire."
Yeah. No, I mean, I like Yeezus from Jump. Like for me, like I couldn't understand why people didn't like it, but I like Yeezus from Jump.
And I feel like Kanye's that artist that speaks to the younger generation. I feel like
even now as he gets older, he still does. Love him. Yeah.
The influence kids love Kanye, and I feel like And that's why we get the whole argument with hip hop fans. Like, bro, so many older heads hate him. So many people hate him. Yeah. But musically, the dude's a fucking... I mean, he's a legend, dog.
Kanye's always going to be... Kanye is... Even though I haven't liked his last 2-3 albums, but Kanye is still Kanye. And Kanye is still, like, one of the biggest figures in hip-hop. And it's like... Even though I'm laughing, haha, like, he got y'all out. But, like, if that out... Like, I'm not even going to lie to you. First thing I did Friday morning when I woke up was look it up on Apple Music, see if it dropped.
We knew that shit. I knew that shit.
But the thing is, like, I expected it to be there and me, but it's like, but you heard how he's like cooped up at a Mercedes-Benz Stadium right now, like finishing the album, and it's like,
he's still in there.
I mean, as of this weekend, he was. I don't
That's
know
why
if he's
he
still
popped
there
up for the little soccer
game, exactly.
So he's just back there. But for me,
let me say this: you asked me earlier what I feel about streaming. This is a downfall of streaming that I don't like. Back in the day, people will announce their albums. Hey, this album's coming out in 6 months. Blah 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 blah. By the time they're promoting the album, shit's already completed. Kanye was promoting an album that's not even completed. That doesn't make any sense to me in my brain, dog.
Jay-Z verse.
Recorded the day.
First of all, son, let's talk about this listening party.
He had son, yo, go ahead.
Son, that shit was weird, dog.
Like, I didn't even watch. You watched it?
I mean, yeah.
I was asleep, fam.
All right, fam. A stadium. It's a big ass circle in the middle of that shit. And my man just walked around doing this shit. That shit's some devil worshiping ass, and then people are like, yeah, and he's over here like feeding off this energy. That dude is so
he's on some other shit, bro.
Like, I get it, but like I think it's just like feeding his ego. Man,
absolutely, but it's like he's bipolar, and they tell you shit with like, and that's because like I deal with my own mental issues, so this is not me coming at nobody, but it's like. If you're not getting your meds for your bipolar and like you're fucking like manic, like when you're manic, like I've been tested for this shit before. Like one of the things I ask you is like, do you feel like you're bigger than you? Like these people be feeling like they're God. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's like, but these be regular people that have bipolar. This is Kanye, a rich man. He's at the top of his game. Yeah. Like this shit goes to his head, bro. And it's like, I just hope we'll be alright, bro. And it's like I don't want to like I'm not trying to like talk no shit about that, but it's just like I don't know, man. It's a very dangerous recipe in my opinion.
It's and this is bro, he is the greatest influencer of our time when it comes to music. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this.
Kanye changed how people dress. Kanye changed a lot of stuff. Go ahead.
Jordan 1s.
He was the first one. Yeah.
Jordan 1s are big because of fucking Kanye West.
He was the one that was on them.
Jordan 1s are big because of fucking Kanye West. Nobody's ever... I've had people say, nah, fam. Nah, no, yes, fam. Nobody was wearing... Son.
Kanye was rocking them before, but I'm saying like... rocking
the Breads, the Royals.
The Royals.
Son.
The Royals. Yeah.
And yo, when Kanye started wearing them, tell me that and this was like 06, 07, 07,
But I think it took longer for them to pop though, because he was rocking them, I would say, even in the late 2010s, and that's when they started popping up even more.
Then you see Hove wearing Jordan 1s. Come on.
The Jordan 1 wave came crazy.
Hove was wearing Reebok S Carters, man.
You think he was rocking them? No, he was
Air Force Ones.
I got a sneaker confession. I owned a pair of S Dots.
Did you?
I had first moved to America.
I got a sneaker confession for you. I owned a pair of Reebok G Unit joints.
See, hey, look, we right there because they came around the same time, dog. I had just moved to America, bro, and I remember getting them, dog, and I remember my homie like just talking
fake Gucci ass.
Dog. It was like, but I thought I was hot. I don't even know. I mean, them shits. I don't even think it lasted that long.
It was like $60-$70 sneakers,
bro.
Man.
Like that shit was like that shit had no soul whatsoever, bro. Like,
but
I was in middle school. I ain't got no excuse,
Kanye really changed the game when it came to like influencing people. Like he was. Like the whole Yeezy wave, the whole cats wearing them. I feel like not going at like the Asian fashion market, but a lot of that Asian influence, like a lot of them dudes still dress like how Kanye
absolutely.
Dressed. Like I'm talking about like the streetwear,
absolutely,
the joggers with the running shoes, like that those slipper.
Absolutely,
I feel like nobody was doing sneakers like Yeezys and NMDs, or not NMDs, but like. You know what I'm saying?
But Kanye influenced.
Kanye was wearing the Ultra Boost. Remember when he was wearing the black and purple Ultra Boost? Yeah. And how them shits, you could not find them. Them shits originally when them shits first came out, they were sitting at Foot Locker, they were sitting at Nordstrom. Nordstrom Rack.
The Yeezy Boost for real?
The black and purple joints, yes, son.
True.
Yes.
But after a while, they started taking off though.
Yeah. Well, I feel like. But hold on, let me backtrack. We gotta go Roche Run. Roche Run was the original. Like,
that was the
starting of that. But Kanye, a lot of Adidas.
I never owned a pair. I always liked that. I never owned a pair.
I owned them.
Everybody had a pair.
But they honestly, bro, they were super light.
But they came and went so quick.
They came and went because Adidas took over. Adidas jumped and started making shoes like that.
Yeah, and a lot more comfortable.
10 times more.
Yeah, I never owned a pair of boots, but I tried them, and them shits definitely feel like you walking on air.
Yeah, them shits is amazing. Bro. Them shits is probably. They're more comfy than New Balances. Like
I have
the only thing is the Ultra Boost after a while, that pillow,
really,
the foam,
settles. But you can say that about any shoe though. After a while, any comfortable shoe after a while, you wear them shits down. Yeah. It's gonna be you're gonna wear them shits down. You know.
Yeah, it happens. But we don't have a Kanye album. Hopefully, the next episode we do, so we can talk.
What do you expect? Because I mean, we heard snippets and all that. Like, how do you feel like? A lot of people that I saw talk about it were like, it sounded unfinished, and it said. We talked about this. You say you don't like hip hop with no drums. You said that joint had no drums on it. Where it's like, here's the thing, because I like the shit with no drums.
I tuned in and I tuned out.
But I don't know that I could do a whole album with no, even like a Rock Marciano. I can't do a whole Rock Marciano album with no drums. I can do a song or two.
Hip hop without drums is weird to me, man.
See, but I think it can be done in a nice way. Like for me, like even on Flygod, a joint like Hall.
The Hall, yeah.
Like for me,
that shit's soulful.
But you got to take it and it got to be in. You can't do a whole album. You can't do a whole album of that. Like, you know? But that's the same shit. Like not to cut you off, but
you're not cutting me off. Go ahead.
Like. I love when Ghostface does the shit where he just puts a record on and just spits on it. Yeah. You know, like he did with Big Girl and all of that. But I can't take a whole record of Ghost just rap. It just would get boring. I don't want the same shit over and over. You know what I mean?
It does get boring. I'm not a fan of it, but I think it's been done. But like you said, in sections.
Yeah. So I mean, like a joint like Criminal, like on the Miami job. It's like a joint like that is not like
Criminal. I don't even know what they're saying. Some, but that shit is fire.
They said I'm criminal. It's them that's a criminal. But but go ahead.
Criminal. I wanted to touch Haiti, but I think we could do it. We
ain't got it. Just shit right now, dog. I'll give you a quick recap of Haiti. Nobody knows what the fuck is going on right now.
Nobody knows?
The president got killed, and they're saying it's this doctor that did it, but it's like, nobody knows, dog. Like, I talk, like, right now, even my family is like, nobody, like, I mean, they still watching the news and shit, but it's like, we don't know what the hell's going on.
We'll go more into Haiti next episode once we both hit this Paper Paris vinyl. Yeah. Shout out to Haiti, everybody in Haiti. Shout out to your family.
Speaking of, Mac Homie just did it.
Go ahead, hit say something in Haitian, son.
In Creole. I was gonna say Mac Homie did a good interview on NPR talking about this, and me and my cousin we were talking like, yo, it's crazy that we haven't heard from Mac Homie since the album dropped. Really, even on the situation. Yeah, he gave like a little. I sent you the link. He did like a 7-minute interview on NPR. And I appreciated it. It was very like a really honest look about the whole shit out there. And it's like, I fuck with shit like that. But I need Mock to be more in the limelight, bro. Like, because he dropped that album. He's like Doom. He dropped the album and then just disappears.
Why does he do that?
He's just like that. It's like, I don't even know. Like, I need him to perform. I need to go to a show and like do a meet and greet. You think he will, son? I don't know. I heard somebody say he doesn't perform live. And for me, it's like, how do you not perform live?
Dog, that album was amazing,
man. I love that album. I would hate for me to not be able to, like...
But... You follow a lot of underground cats on social media. Yeah. So do I. But a lot of underground cats don't fuck with it. They don't like Mac, son. And I feel like it's the whole West Side and him beefing for a few years.
And they're just holding on to that.
There's a lot of these hip hop dudes on Twitter and Instagram that are like, yo, he funny.
I never got that, bro.
But like, they over here talking about even when AZ gonna drop a new album. When we gonna get a new Onyx album,
even when they were beefing, for me it's like, because I love Mock, but it's like no part of me was like, oh fuck West Side Gun. It's like, yo, there's two grown men that got issues.
He reps Haiti, dog. Like if it was a rapper,
and that's why
a dope rapper that repped El Salvador, I would support.
You know K-Tronada?
Yeah,
DJ. He's Haitian too.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He's working with Mac Homie. I just saw a picture and like, but their sound is very different. But K-Tronada, he's like real influenced by like Dylan and shit like that. Yeah. So I think he could tap in and do some shit that'll fit Mock. But we'll see. But like I'm hyped to see these two Haitian dudes working together. Hey, you know what I mean? So
it's coming.
Yeah.
Speaking of coming, albums that are coming out. Dave East, Harry Fraud.
Yeah, I don't like Harry Fraud.
I'm starting to realize that his shit is boring.
Harry Fraud, he's very hit or miss. He has shit.
Did you hear okay, so have you heard the two songs that Dave East puts on Apple Music?
I did not. No. Are they hot?
He got one song with Benny the Butcher.
I I don't mind Davies, but Davies to me is J. Cole. Where like it's not that he's J. Cole. It's the same reason I don't bump J. Cole. It's the same reason I don't bump Davies.
And which is?
It's just kind of like this shit is cool. This nigga can rap, but what are you really saying?
Nothing. You know? I think Davies projects come and go. I
listen to Cole before I listen to Davies, but go ahead.
You listen to Cole before Davies?
Yeah, I think so. I
listen. You know what made me a Davies fan? Like his two first mixtapes and early shit that Nas.
Yeah.
You gotta realize too he was like a Nas artist on Master Appeal. That helped him a little bit.
Is he still on Master? Is Master Appeal even still? It is, right?
I don't know what's up with Master Appeal. Yeah. But it was like that push. He had a hype on him.
Yeah.
And I feel like every project he's dropped. I mean, you did a fucking project with Beat On, and he still didn't.
Yeah. But that's the thing.
Look,
like he's one of those dudes.
2 songs off this Davies album that I've heard, and they're boring, bro. Like I'm to the point where like I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah.
Supposedly it's executive produced by Westside, so maybe there's still a little hope.
Oh, that's the joint. Okay.
But I don't know. But I don't know. I'm not gonna. Don't mark my words.
The Harry Fraud joint is executive produced by.
I mean, that's why. Did you see that Davies and
I did see that.
They did a little painting.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
So supposedly, like Westside, it has a little bit.
That's interesting.
So let's see what happens. Yeah. It comes out Friday.
Davies is not a trash rapper. That's the thing.
He's not a trash rapper, but he's one of those rappers.
There's just so much other shit I can listen to that I don't need to prioritize.
To listen to Davies. Yeah,
you know
I'm with you, bro.
And that's kind of the thing. And that's no shade. Like it's no disrespect, but it's just like. You know, I just don't have that much room for all these rappers, dog. I'm 31, dog. Like I don't have that much time, dog.
I'll listen to it. I always like to listen. I always want to see like.
Did you listen to Styles P last album? Because I heard some people talking about it was hot.
It's fire.
But I felt the same way I felt about the Lloyd Banks.
But look at me.
It's like
it comes and goes.
It's like it's not trash, but it's just like Like I need, like for you to like to stay in my rotation, I need it to be groundbreaking. I know that's asking for a lot.
It is asking for a lot, but sometimes we need that, man.
But because it's like for me, I've just heard so much shit already. To me, it's like
the last few Action Bronson projects.
Yeah,
they come and they go.
Because Action, he's a dope rapper, but it's just like, you know, after a while,
I think a lot has to do with like you could be a great dope rapper, and this goes back to J. Cole,
right?
And Davies,
right?
And Bronson,
right?
You could be a fucking amazing ass rapper, but if you're not produced well,
and
you're,
it's not even like produced well.
They
it's part of it.
It goes
produced well, but also like I mean, at the end of the day, like I think it's important to have an executive producer,
and sometimes your albums gotta be a little different, man.
You got to try some shit. You know what I mean?
And that's why Pray for Haiti to me was so dope. Like, we don't have anything out there that sounds like it.
Nah. Because even in the realm of Griselda shit, like even the first joint, the first song,
Hitler Wears Hermes 8 is going to be fucking amazing. I know it is.
I can't wait, dog.
I
can't wait.
Gun never takes this long for an album. Last time he took this long was Pray for Paris, and you saw what we got. That shit's the second best album to me.
I don't like when Wes be bragging about how short he be taking to record his albums, because it's like he be saying that.
Well, you do know that the Flygod's the Awesome God too. He did it in like 2 days.
But you can tell.
You know what, the album? But when was the last time you heard it? I was bumping it today.
I listened to. I go back to the.
Grown on me.
I go back. That's the thing. That album has great joints.
Yeah.
I go back to all the songs with Stove God on it all the time.
We're getting that Stove God Westside album.
I go back to Michael Irvin all the time. So it's like I think some of his best.
I like Jose
Canseco. That's to me that's one of my favorite Stove God verses. But I think that's like. But for me, like outside of that, I don't think that album has much that holds up. But I think it does have some of the best Westside joints, like Jose Canseco, Michael Irvin. There's another joint with Stove God.
Conductor did it too.
Yeah, so I mean, there's joints on it. I'm not gonna say it's whack, but it's just kind of like, it ain't Flygod, right. You know.
We got what else? Oh, Pop Smoke. Sorry, I'm.
See, I didn't listen to the album. Did you listen to it?
I did.
I heard a lot of people.
You listen to it? It's solid, but it's definitely studio made. Man.
I heard a lot of
Born Again.
And that's what I was gonna say. Like my brother, brother was a big Tupac fan, and my brother was always bitching whenever when Tupac did the album with Eminem, and they put all these people that Tupac would have never worked with. Yeah. My brother was pissed off, and that's the same response I've seen from people with this Pop Smoke album, where they're like, Pop will never work with any of these people.
You got to jump.
You know what I mean?
You got to,
And it's like, so for me, it's a money grab. You know what I mean? And it's like, for me, like, I understand the stance of the studio and his people on some, like, they want to put the work out, but not everything need to get put out. If it's not finished, it's just meant to stay unfinished, bro.
Just leave it up there.
Like, just leave it.
It's kind of like what they're doing with Prince's music right now.
Yeah, and it's like, and they waited so Prince would not, like, if Prince was alive, he wouldn't be letting them do that.
He's rolling in his grave,
you know. And that's why sometimes I believe the conspiracies that they killed that nigga so they could put that shit out, you know.
Because he held down to all his vocals.
He had, but that's the thing.
Yo,
Prince recorded whole albums.
Yo, I heard Prince got music for years.
Yeah, like he recorded whole albums, like finished projects, and he was just like, I'm not gonna put them out. But that's just Prince. But Prince was just that prolific, you know. That's what he did, you know.
My man made pancakes and fucking
and fucking
schooled you in basketball playing in the blouse, bro. Like, what else do you need?
Nah, but
we're gonna do it like this, dog. We're coming down to the end, and we have to talk about this because me and you I've been waiting to talk to you about this.
Yeah.
Versus.
Yeah.
Versus. It's a big verse. It's for New York City verse.
New York City, dog. And no better venue for it than
Madison. Well, it's not really Madison Square Garden because I was about to buy tickets for it. It's like the little joint that's right next to it. But it's cool how they pushed it.
Still.
We'll take a water thing for this because we're gonna go back and forth on this. Dipset versus the Lox on Versus. This is like the battle of the 2000s super groups.
But Lox was late 90s.
Yeah, but they didn't blow the fuck up. I mean, We Are the Streets came out 2000.
Yeah.
And then and then Jada did his thing. His Jada's solo album didn't come out to like what 2003? Oh.
No, I had just moved to America. That's 2001. Kiss Again Goodbye.
Kiss Again Goodbye. 2001. Okay.
It's one of the first albums I bought when I moved to America.
And then we're talking about, I mean, if you think about it, Cam was late 90s too. He was on Bad
That
from
is
TV.
true. That is true.
Confessions of Fire.
But Dipset, we got to know Dipset like 04, 05, like after Rockefeller.
Well,
I mean, Dipset was a thing.
What year did Come Home With Me come? 2003?
That was like 2003, I think.
So that's the beginning of it.
That's the beginning of it, and that's the Dipset sound and all of that.
Dipset, the soulful, the Just Blaze, the Heatmaker sound. Heatmakers, Just Blaze sound. Come Home With Me was like the beginning of the whole, to me, like that whole Dipset movement.
Yeah.
But what changed the game with the Dipset movement was Diplomatic Immunity.
Yeah.
The red disc, the blue disc, because we all had it on CD. I think it changed hip hop. I think it changed the sound of hip hop.
Yeah.
As much as some fucking hip hop heads love it. Some hip hop heads don't fuck with Dipset.
Yeah.
You cannot deny how great that album is.
Yeah.
Now
what's your favorite joints on that album?
I'm ready.
I love About
It. We built this city.
See, I don't love we built this city.
Nah, that shit is fire, dog. Purple Haze on that album was fire.
Yeah, that was on the K-Slate tape before
Dipset Anthem.
I Really Mean It.
No, that whole fucking
there's joints on there, dog. Even Hell Raw had a high joint. This is what I do. Like, I
Hell Raw's freestyle.
Yeah.
Yo, but going back to how Dipset changed hip hop.
Yeah.
You can't deny the Lox. We had Jadakiss people always had him as their top rapper.
Yeah.
The D Block movement. They wouldn't even call themselves Lox. It was all D Block this. And then we had G Unit. It would have been cool to have a threesome versus.
That would have been dope.
A G Unit versus Dipset versus the Lox. That shit would have been. I would have been there.
I think if you look back though, I think it's the right thing to have Lox and Dipset because I don't think if you put those three, as much as I love G Unit, and it's funny. I forgot to mention one of the shits I've been listening to is 050. But with that said, though, I still feel like G Unit is the inferior of the three.
Yeah.
As far as like longevity and like projects put out and like what's stood the test of time, I think G Unit is at the bottom. Yeah. I don't know if you agree.
Music-wise,
and I love 50.
Sound-wise.
Yeah.
Sound-wise.
I love 50. 50's all like for me. I love 50's run from like 99 to like 2003. I love that man's run.
As a hip hop head, like OG hip hop heads that argue on Twitter, because we follow a lot of these hip hop dudes. Everybody got the Lox winning.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm gonna tell you, and this is what I told you. You could put Diplomatic Immunity against the whole. First of all, I know you're gonna say We Are the Streets is a better project.
Yeah.
But I think Diplomatic Immunity is a way better project than
I think I will go.
I love We Are the
Streets. I think I agree with you about that.
You think so?
I think I agree with you about that. My argument is it all depends on how they do it. If it's Dipset versus Lox,
just their music, right?
Just their group. I think my personal taste, and maybe that's just me getting into hip hop in the late 90s, I think Lox gets it. Just because for me, I just don't think. Because Versus, what wins on Versus is like how big your hits are. And honestly, like Dipset got New York records and so do the Lox.
Yeah.
But the Lox have so much like.
Yeah, but what are they gonna play? If you think I'm jiggy, like that shit rocks.
But like shit, I'm talking about like Benjamins. I know that's a puffy record, but like, but what outside of the Biggie verse, what verses do you know from that joint? It's Sheik and Jada.
Your pussy like RuPaul's.
Like, you know what I mean? This is what you know. Like shit like niggas done started something with DMX.
Niggas
done
started something.
You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like for me, it's like
Blackout with Jay-Z.
Blackout with Jay-Z. Like for me, like shit like that. Like a lot of the shit from the
but you can't
like We Gon' Make It. I don't think Dipset has a We Gon' Make It.
Yes, they do.
You said I'm ready, and I disagree wholeheartedly about that.
What's the joint with Just Blaze? It's not even I'm ready.
I really mean it.
Yeah, I really mean.
I mean, they have Joe, but for me, like We Gon' Make It is like
of
like
course.
The way that record comes in is like
Alchemist.
Like come on, dog. Like, but I think with that said, I think it's gonna be a good versus.
Suck it or not,
like.
Bro,
yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I think if it's
Hey Ma was a banger.
I think if it's Cam, I think if it's individual,
they're definitely gonna play individual shit.
I think if it's individual, I think Dipset's probably gonna edge out because they have like if you could play We Ballin', if you could play a Santana sound, if you could play like a Dipset anthem, like shit like that, like. But if we talking like as a group,
remember now that we know what a versus is and we know it's all about hits and how the crowd goes crazy.
That's the thing,
I think the Lox. I think Dipset just has bigger records in that sense.
Yeah, I think in New York that's gonna go crazy.
New York is gonna go crazy, but my thing is like if you take individually all these artists, you take Jada, Styles, Sheik, Jim, Juelz, Cam, out of the 6, who has more of a better solo career? I think people gonna say Kiss, but I think Cam has better albums.
I think it's Cam. I think Cam has better albums too. And Kiss is the better rapper. But Cam has a better discography. That I have no argument about that.
Kiss and Styles are better rappers than Juelz and fucking.
But if you talk about the other two though, I think Sheik and Styles, they blow them other two niggas out the water.
Yeah. But you want to know something crazy? Out of the 6 now, who's the best rapper out of the 6 now? In 2021, Jim Jones, bro.
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to say Jim Jones.
Jim Jones. You
really?
think?
I've heard people talk about his.
Hold up, you've never heard the Jim Jones stuff?
I've heard people talk, but it's like I just refuse to like.
El Capo is. It's just
like my brain can't put that together.
Yes,
dog.
Because you can't. His perm is bothering you,
and I never hated Jim because people used to hate Jim.
Because Jim is the type of dude that get braids and then brush his hair.
But I used to always like for me like I love that verse that he has on About It. I mean Cameron, that's his joint. But I never hated Jim. Out of
the 3, out of the 6,
right now,
we're talking about all of them. Jim Jones is the better rapper.
Yeah.
But I think it's just gonna be a crazy.
I think it's gonna be fun. I think that's just number one. And like for me, like I think the verses have evolved from it being like a battle thing. It's just a place for people to come and watch two of their favorite artists just put on their hits. You know what I mean? So like who's gonna win? I don't know. It could go either way. But like if you really ask me who do I like the more out of the two, I think I like Dipset out of the two.
Yeah.
But I think the Lox just have like when I think of them shits from the 90s, it's just like I just can't.
My favorite Kiss joint is the joint he had on the Lox album, the first Lox album.
Oh yeah, that's a classic, dog. All for the Love.
All for the Love.
Yeah, that's a hot joint, dog.
He said my blood pressure's right. Is that it?
But he
be talking shit in all his records.
Didn't he play that? He played that during the Fab verses though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Kiss got bangers, bro. Yeah. He does. But so does Cam, son.
Yeah. And Cam has more personality. Like for me, Cam is a more entertaining rapper.
I don't see that. Yo, you see the little Styles and Jim shit that they've been going at each other recently. Yeah, they've been going back and forth.
Really? They're trying to hype it up.
It's cool.
Is it on IG or is it on Twitter?
Yeah, it's a little Photoshop shit that they doing.
Yeah. Now they just try to get niggas hyped up for this shit.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm excited for it.
Nah, I'm excited for it too, bro. I'm excited for it too. With that said, who do you think G-Unit should do in a versus now that that's gone? Is there anybody left for G-Unit?
G-Unit.
I don't even know, bro. You're right though. It should have been like if G-Unit wasn't there, it should have been with those three. Yeah.
I mean, G-Unit.
Imagine they get a G-Unit Murder Inc. versus.
Son.
Somebody died that day.
Somebody's like get shot. Yeah, that Ja and 50 shit, it's not even about music.
Nah,
that's
like 50 hates
that's
that
neighborhood
nigga,
shit,
yeah,
dog.
50, yeah, it's absolutely neighborhood
That's neighborhood
shit.
shit. It all goes back to like
with like Supreme and shit like that.
You know, about Supreme and real. That's like some.
That's some real street shit. Yeah, it's not even nothing to joke about, but yeah,
real drug dealer shit. Yeah. But when it comes to like hits, I mean, Get Rich or Die Trying has like them.
That whole album is a hit. Yeah, that whole album is a fucking hit.
Hit.
That album is just doggy style. That album is like doggy style of the 2000s.
That's one of the best albums of that 2010 era.
I agree.
It's one of the best albums of that era.
I agree.
It's not the best album, but it's definitely the top
but
five.
on some like popular rap shit, it's like one of the best.
Yeah. That era was dope, man, of music. A lot of shit. It made me...
I think it's easier to appreciate it now.
Yeah, but I went through a phase where I hated so much shit in 05, 06.
Me too, bro.
That's how I found Little Brothers.
I was the backpacker in school, dog.
I was a backpacker too.
I used to be like...
we would have been boys.
I used to hate Lil Wayne. I used to hate all them shits. And I go back and I was like, man, I was fucking stupid. Like, Lil Wayne can spit. You know what I mean? But...
Dedication 2, I'm like, nah, shut up. I'm going to go listen to the listening. Yo, I want to listen to the listening. Who?
Got Little Brother in the I'm gonna go listen to Murs.
I'm gonna go listen to Murs. Oh shit! You heard that new Knife Wonder Murs album? That shit was a good album.
I love those albums. I
love those albums too. I cannot deny it, man. But
yeah,
it's something that we go back and appreciate. I mean, even in the 2000s, I was in high school in the late 2000s, in the late 90s.
Yeah.
And I hated No Limit. And I like a lot of No Limit shit now.
You go back and look at it now, and it's like, you can appreciate it. You can look at it in the scope.
But just like there was trash now, there was trash in the 2000s, there was trash in the 90s.
I know we got to wrap up, but that's the thing. Like, people really get caught up and like, well, the music was better then. And it's like, bro, every era had trash. Hip-hop
evolves.
Yep.
It might evolve to the left. It might evolve to the right. But at the end of the day, it's music. And if you appreciate the art, you're going to appreciate it.
The thing I tell people all the time is Vanilla Ice sold 10 million records in the golden age.
But listen, a lot of people always bring up, well, Eminem sold this or this rapper sold that. But so did MC Hammer.
Right. Yeah. No, the sales is a very... I don't think that does anything. But I'm just saying that like shit like... There's always been trash in every era. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. But
you know what's the greatest fun fact for y'all? You know what's the best-selling hip-hop album of all time?
It's Vanilla Ice, isn't it?
No. You know what's been much?
MC Hammer?
No. Outkast. The Love Below.
Yeah, it's because it's a double joint. So they count it for
but
two.
It's the best-selling hip-hop album of all time.
But I'm pretty sure Vanilla Ice is up there, though.
Yeah, Vanilla Ice and Hammer's up there, too. So is not Slim Shady. Marshall Mathers LP's up there. And so is Life After Death and All Eyes on Me.
Life After Death and All Eyes on Me is
that double album shit. Yeah. And the best selling Jay-Z album of all time is Hard Knock Volume 2.
Volume 2. That's when Jay-Z went pop.
That sold 6 million?
That's when Jay went from...
He went pop, but I missed that Hove.
That's the Hove that I came up on because I remember
Volume 1, Volume 2.
Volume 2 is when I knew Hove before.
And Volume 3 was that Rockaware Hove where he started making that money.
With the Yankee Fitted.
Yeah, he was making that money.
In that one video.
He was making that money, man. But yo, what a great episode, bro.
Yeah, man.
It was a dope episode. We touched on a lot of things. I don't think we missed anything, bro.
Nah, yo. I think it's a lot smoother. I mean, we gonna end this and we'll be like, man, we should have talked about this.
Yeah, no. But next episode we'll definitely talk about. Hopefully, we both hit on Pray for Haiti.
Pray for Haiti.
We'll talk about Donda.
Hopefully the Kanye album is out.
We'll talk about Donda. We'll talk about new sneaker shits. I don't even know. Hopefully, maybe one of us hit on the Travis.
Dog. Are they coming out in the next 2 weeks?
Yeah. Yeah. Supposedly, we're getting it this week.
Interesting.
Yeah, we're getting it this week.
We'll see.
Hopefully one of us hit.
I've been getting mad sneakers out, so I hope I'm due for.
Yeah, hopefully you get it, make your money, bro. Go on a little vacation.
A regular joint, dog.
Any shout outs? Anybody you want to shout out real quick?
Bro, I ain't got no shout outs, bro. That's all you.
I want to shout out. Well, anyways. You don't want nobody following you on Instagram? You good?
My Instagram deactivated right now, so nobody.
This guy, son. Instagram at Los Del Fresco, at The Bread and Butter Show. Follow at Mac_1. Shout out to Corey. Son. This is directed, dog. We got to shout out. He's our Steven Spielberg. And yo,
y'all can get me on Twitter, the Haitian dude. Get me on Twitter, the Haitian
and
dude.
Twitter at Los Del Fresco.
At the Haitian dude.
Yeah, man, this is yo. You should see his shit. He's fighting with people on Twitter.
Oh, that's a lie, dog. This nigga talking shit. Dog. I'm fighting with nobody.
I be talking shit on Twitter. You see that?
You be talking shit.
I be talking mad shit. Yo,
I'm the type of nigga. I be starting to reply. I'm like, yo, ain't no use in this. I just delete this shit. Go by my day. Oh yeah, this nigga be. That's how this nigga be going.
Yo, man.
We'll see y'all on the flip side, yo.
Bread and Butter, episode 2, man. Love you guys. We'll catch you next episode. Peace.